Hi guys, welcome to Dips All In. Today we are sitting with a very special guest. Please introduce yourself. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Hello everyone. My name is Jose, professionally known as Jose Homicide, Mr. Murderman, Young Murderman. I'm a musician, a singer, rapper. I make beats. I do it all.
Yeah, you do a lot of things. You do a lot of creative things. Yeah, that's dope. So like, not only do you make music, but like you also do like painting. You're just like overall a creative guy. Where do you think that comes from? Because you're kind of like a true creative. You do a lot.
To be honest with you, I really do feel like it came from like history class in high school, because I took this one class like junior year, and I kind of got exposed to Andy Warhol and Jean-Michel Basquiat.
That's right.
And like I kind of just opened my eyes to like their kind of art. Like art in the 80s was really dope, so I kind of like dove really into that, and along with that I got into the music of the time. I got into everything about pop cultures. I think it stems from there, but I've always been like really into colors and painting and creative things.
Your main focus right now is the music. You've been like pushing hella hard. You just actually recently dropped a project.
Yes, sir.
Homicide Volume 1. A lot of great slaps on there. What got you kind of into making music?
I don't know, honestly. I think around 8th grade I was really into like rock music, like classic rock. I would listen to a lot of Black Sabbath. I would listen to a lot of Led Zeppelin. And then one day I was with my friends and they played I think it was Sweatpants by Childish Gambino, and at the time rap was such a like foreign thing to me, and I was like, yo, this is wild.
Yeah, that's right.
And then like after that I started looking into more artists and more rap artists, and I realized rap is like so crazy, and that's when I realized like I kind of want to do this. So I think I was about 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did it start? Were you doing like little poetry stuff, like or were you writing some, or did you like were writing the beats?
So I really liked the instrumentation of it, so I don't know, like I would use GarageBand on like my phone, and I would like make little like random beats. They were never good, obviously, but I thought they were cool. And then one day I was like, you know what, I should like write a couple of bars to this, and I wrote like my first song. It was terrible. But hearing my voice on a beat that I made was like something just clicked right there, and I was like, this is what I got to do.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Would you say part of what keeps you going is like just after getting through that initial hump of like just like grinding to get stuff out, would you say like it's kind of rewarding you back, or it's like really satisfying at this point just to try and pursue it?
It's like the idea of pursuing something, it's like it's really wild too. Like I think it's awesome. Like making beats and like recording with my friends in my bedroom is like the most like rewarding thing ever, because it's just like it's time I'm spending with people I love, and it's like if I can make a song and I'm just like sitting there like at 2 a.m, just like listening to this like instrumental on loop for hours, it's like I think it's the most beautiful thing ever. Like the concerts, like the fucking streaming, all that stuff, it comes second. It's just loving the music itself is what is really rewarding about it,
and just creating it. Yeah, that's dope.
It's pretty
How would you like describe your sound? Because actually you have a pretty crazy range. I'm sure like if anybody listens to Homicide Volume 1, his last project, like on pretty much all your projects you always kind of like, especially your recent like last 2, you've been really like spreading your range across them, like singing, you like rapping, just everything you've been doing has been really pushing it.
I feel like I make music for people that like music, like people that just go in there with an open mind. They're not like rap fans, they're not singing fans, they're not R&B fans, they're just music fans. And like I really, really want people to like open their minds to like the world of music. It's really beautiful, like in my opinion. Like if you can make a song, no words, like I could have a song with no lyrics at all, but you could just feel the vibe of it. It's like that's beyond words, So that's how I would describe it,
Which is tight, because I want to ask a couple questions about your last project. So like Homicide Volume 1 came out. There's a track on there, like just jumping off Angela actually, which is just like it's like a groovy track. It's got like a lot of bounce, like good energy, and the whole, it's just like like a beat. It's just like the music, you know. You didn't hop on and throw a verse or anything like that.
No, sir.
And you said that you produced that as well.
Sir.
That's
completely.
fire.
I took an excerpt from an interview with Angela Davis when she was talking about the revolution.
Yeah.
And she was talking about how the interviewer asked her, so how do you get your point across, with violence, with anger? And she was like, oh, we're the angry and violent ones when we're just trying to stay alive here. So in a way, Angela was like my protest song, saying like, you know, this disco music was founded through the black community, and like I just wanted to keep that alive. And I purposely didn't put my voice on it because I thought I'd be taking away from the message, you know, because in a way I'm just a guest in the house of hip hop. So I just wanted to show my love and appreciation for the craft and what it is.
Facilitate that.
Yeah.
I got you. So you said you did some Fruity Loops, then you like hopped on a verse. Like, have you always been kind of tinkering with producing, or like what kind of? Because this is, for me, when we were hearing, like when I first heard that track, I was just like, oh, I was like, did he produce this? What made you kind of get more on the producing side of things? Because even just now, we just pulled up and you're like already tinkering with another beat. Like,
well, it was like one thing I wanted to do with like the last project was. My first two projects were kind of rushed because it was kind of like, I need to put a project out right now. I need to do this. But this one took about like 9.5 months.
Wow.
Because I was like, if I'm going to make a good project, I'm going to let it come to me. I'm not going to go look for it. Since I started going to LA Film School, they kind of provided me with Logic Pro, like a little launch pad.
Yeah.
So I just started playing with the sounds and like kind of going in with that. And then I really made a lot of sounds that I really liked, and I was like, maybe other people will like them. So I just kind of threw them on the album, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah.
And it seems like you've been getting a great response too.
Oh man, it's crazier than I thought, honestly. Yeah. Like in the first week or 2 weeks, I think I hit like 20K or 17K
dope.
Or something.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Yeah, so it's pretty exciting, man. Wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah, that's fire. And it's gonna keep growing. I mean, the more you keep like producing, especially if they keep the quality and keep like just pushing it, you're only gonna get bigger and better. You only see a bigger response for sure. Like listening to it sounds great. Yeah, it's tight.
Thank you so much.
What inspires your work? What would you say like kind of drives that passion or keeps you going?
I kind of just look into like what's going on in my life, you know. Like I listen to a lot of music. I listen to a lot of like Marvin Gaye. I listen to a lot of like experimental stuff like Death Grips and like all that. And like I just kind of take everything around and then like see like which one of those attributes that makes them great do I have within myself that I can apply to my own work, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I don't try to take too much inspiration from others. Yeah. I just want to like take like my own story and put it into a format that's entertaining for people to understand, you know?
I get what you're saying. What's driving you to like keep getting better and really like push yourself and try these new things? Like what's
I think it's just, I feel like I'm trying my best to prove to myself that I can do it. Because like I see like my idols, like all these people that have done it before me, like Jay-Z, like Dr. Dre, like Kendrick Lamar, like all my idols, they've done it before me. I see what they have accomplished and like where they came from, and I'm just like, if they did it, what is actually stopping me from achieving what I want?
Yeah. Where would you like to see yourself in, let's say, like 5 years even?
5 years? When's that gonna be? 2025? I'll be 25 by then. I hope to be signed to a record label. I know people are always like, stay independent, but I feel like if I just kind of steer clear and like read the contracts and get a lawyer, just be smart, and like I just really want to be able to put my music on a higher platform. Yeah. Not necessarily because I want more people just to listen. I can do bigger shows and get money. It's just like I want more people to hear it. Yeah. I feel like I have something that not a lot of people can do. And like if I can put that out and have like 1 million, 2 million people hear it like a week or 2 weeks, that'd be amazing. That's exactly what I'm looking forward to.
What would you like people to like take away from seeing you, you know? Like what would you say you represent, or you know, as you're putting yourself through your music and your different creative works out there, like what do you hope people will take away?
Wow. I just want people to like feel less alone, you know? Because like my music is literally like, it's just a part of me that I give, you know, it's just something I'm manifesting out of myself, putting it onto a medium of art and then giving it to the whole world. And I feel like if somebody hears it and they're like, wait, this guy feels exactly how I feel. This is crazy. And like, I think that's exactly what I'm going for. Just like making sure people hear it, making sure people understand, and making sure people feel less alone. Like if they're not the only person going through what they're going through, you know? And then same with the art. Like I could make a painting. Sometimes you can't even tell what the hell's on the canvas.
It always looks dope though.
Yeah, it's like if you really just like take a couple of minutes just to really analyze what's going on, like you can feel some kind of way. Yeah. And it's like those are just emotions I'm conveying like on this piece of canvas, and like that's all I'm really trying to do. Just make sure people feel less alone with my art.
So what's your favorite song from your last album?
Every single one. No, I'm just kidding.
All of them. They're all tight. Yeah. Which one? What's your favorite, and which one did you have the most fun making?
It changes like every maybe week. Like
what's this week?
This week it was that one song with my friend Calvin and Eric.
Yeah, we were just listening to that.
Yeah, I Think I Love Her. Yeah. Dude, holy shit.
The beat slaps.
The beat literally took like 15 minutes. I put the vocals on in like 5. And then 8 months passed, and I just like kept on like, this needs to be here and this needs to be here, and that's kind of why it was my favorite, because it was just that one song
piecing it together.
Yeah, I really took my time on. Yeah, but like the most fun that I had making I'm sorry, there's a song called Friends on the album. And I think it was about 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning maybe. I was literally just in that room screaming my lungs out into the microphone. And then like my mom texts me, was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm great."
I'm great. Yeah. Just yelling.
But yeah, that song was fun because I was just going the hell in. I don't know what got into me, but it turned out
good.
The
spirit.
Yeah,
I caught the spirit.
Totally, man. But yeah, that was really fun to make.
That's dope. So like when we met you a couple years ago, first time was like we were doing like an event for Dipped, and then we saw all you guys, and then yeah, it was really, really dope, like, meeting you. When we initially met, you were like, you were making good music at the time, too, but you were, like, really hesitant about putting it out there. You're really nervous. It was funny. Like, you were, like, worried about playing it in front of us, but then when we heard it, we were like, damn, this is tight. Like, what are you so nervous about? So you've been really, like, really, really putting yourself out there, especially this year. You've been really putting yourself out there. How has it been for you? What has that experience been like, kind of overcoming that initial fear or hesitancy, and like to this point where you're at now, where you're just like dropping a lot of projects, you're moving?
Oh man, I wish I could tell you like I became this confident animal and I don't let anything in anymore, but that's not the case. It's just like those thoughts, like where I'm like, oh my god, what if they don't like it? I just kind of yield to them now. Yeah, like they're still there, but I realize like if somebody doesn't like one of my songs, like I don't really care. Like,
yeah, it's not the end of the world. Yeah,
and it's like at the time I was just so focused on making the perfect song, the perfect thing, and like I didn't realize like not everybody is always gonna have 100% good songs.
For sure.
Not everybody's gonna make 100% bad songs. I actually don't know about that one, but but like it's just kind of overcoming the fact that you're going to be judged, because no matter what, somebody's going to judge you. Yeah. Like, I can't even tell you, like, how many times people have just DM'd me, like, this is garbage. Yeah, Do not make music anymore. I'm just like, okay.
Dipped is about being all in on whatever you love to do. What advice would you give to, like, the next person who's trying to pursue their passion or trying to invest in themselves in some way?
Exactly what you guys say. Like, if you're going to do it, like, go all the way, you know? It might mean you lose a couple of friends, girlfriends. You might even be homeless for a bit. You never know what's going to happen. It's just, as long as you keep at it, keep pushing it, something's going to happen. You know? Like, what's it called? My favorite poem is by Charles Bukowski, and he says, the gods are waiting to delight within you. And it's like, I firmly believe that. It's just, you got to give it time. Yeah. Just keep it pushing, shrug off all the bullshit, and you'll be completely fine. I promise you. Yeah, that's all.
I agree with that too. And man, Jose, it's been wonderful sitting with you.
It's been wonderful sitting with you, Q.
Yeah, appreciate that.
My name is Jose Homicide, and I'm dipped.
Yeah, we did it. Woo! Great interview. Nice.